Okay, so we are back. I had to take about a month or so off of regularly recording, streaming, what have you. The Olympics happened. That was hype. Hopefully, I can get some good content out of those. But anyway, for those of you who don't know, I am now living in the USA. And I am working at AFM, Academy of Fencing Masters, as a full time coach. So hopefully, I'll be able to bring you out, guys, more content. I'm hoping I can do tutorials every other week. So if there's anything footwork related, maybe blade work related, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, let's get on with this bout here. And so it's with Taggy and Cody Mattern. And Mattern was a fencer in 2000. He was 2011 world champion, I believe. But he'd obviously Seth Kelsey went to London, not him. Very, very great fencer. Anyone who fenced in the U.S. back in the day would know him, and most still do it, and I believe he is still coaching. So let's get on with the bout. Fantastic bout here. Lots of backflicks. And let's see. Matteo starts a little... the bout starts a little rough, but eventually it feels like he really dials in. And let's watch what happens. So very big distance to open up. So this one was interesting. Let's watch. So see, like a bit of a right, nothing crazy, but let's still watch. Right, just very far. He opens up the distance, and I know what triggered Cody here to go. He sees the foot plant by Matteo and decides to just send it. However, the distance is still a little far. Matteo does his signature back flick. Basically just massive 6. But kind of a 7 into 6. And gets it in. So distance was off. I can see why Cody wanted to go. Cody being Mr. Matter on the right. Because he saw that foot plant. He needed to test the waters. And apparently, by popular demand, these Nike shoes were so popular, and the new ones are not liked as much, that they decided to make another batch of them. I believe that as of right now, Absolute Fencing still has them. It's way more active, so let's just rewatch that last sequence. Engage, back up. Don't want any of this. Way more active with the hand on both sides. But still within a lot, like both of them showing a lot of respect to the distance for now. Remember, these are old rules, so passivity isn't quite what it used to be. If anything, right now. So now, this was fantastic. Look at how the distance is way more kept. The exchange starts around... It feels like it starts around here. Really great action. Look at this carefully planned step here. A half step. Well, full retreat, really. But look at the feet here. Following. Oh, I'm too close. And this is what happened. Way too close. Matteo already starts a step. Cody is way more dialed in. Look how small that retreat is. Matteo's foot's still in the air. There's a 0 chance if you get attacked into this. Direct attack. He gets caught. No chance of retreating. It's way too late. So very good distance management, right? My opponent does big step. I do 2 small steps. And Bob's your uncle. And a nice change in rhythm too. So still way too big on the preps. Mateo definitely missed here. So let's rewatch it one more time. So this, like, just a little too careless. Like, a very committed action to the hand. And you see here, so this is something I will hopefully go over in lessons that I show. Way too deep for a hand prep. And if you miss those, you're just dead. That being said, it does feel like it was a little close. See, like, Mateo goes in. Flick. There is a big 6 reaction. But unless we absolutely hit this, we're kind of doomed, right? It's too big. We missed. And then it's way too close. If you miss that, you're absolutely doomed. That being said, imagine, right, he's able to stop here, where he's way closer to the hand. If Cody goes in, the follow-up parry would actually probably land. But, you know, if you're not sure, just ask the ref. No big deal. Very good habit to have. Don't just assume. Politely, of course. So now, this is super wise by Cody. From here, you can see that Tai's being way more preppy on the hand, right? Very careful on distance. Cody knows that pattern. So it's a similar step as the one before, right? Where you get caught in your step forward, but instead this time we're prepping very carefully to the hand. It's just a small drop. Boom, we get caught. Roughly arm, forearm hand. And being caught by surprise, Taggy obviously just finishes his hit. Apologizes, no harm, no foul. It is what it is. So right now, really good start by Cody. Good adaptation. I do believe they go to the next period. So let's see how Taggy catches up or cleans up, as it were. And Cody was known, he was a very, small forward, very patient fencer, very hard to crack. As I say that, he sends it. So good double. So why was this a double? So this here, right? The foot plant happens. Go low, right? We haven't shown low yet. And then this reaction here is, right? Taggy has to go back. It's not a failed hit. He just absolutely has to go back. Otherwise, he's gonna get he's gonna get hit, right? There's no retreat. So this is not a failed hit. It's actually like a really successful, not even a feint. It's a really successful commitment. And then Taggy just be able to get back. He has to send a huge parry and a nice double. Okay, so if you go in the right moment on your own initiative, like you create a good initiative, and your opponent reacts, it's not necessarily a fail. It's just that the opponent had to react. And as long as you keep creating those moments, the follow-up can always happen again. So this is something I suspect. So Taggy, this is in 2010. So Taggy being the 2008 Olympic champion, I'm sure a lot of people studied him. And watch this. So he was really big on step, bring your back leg, Right, big half step, and then see how close he brings his back leg. But Cody just locks it down. Right, see, he's looking down. He wants that big extension, but look, very half-committed extension, like just, Cody just locks it down. So I suspect this was a bit of a, kind of Cody did his homework. He said this isn't 32, so maybe he probably expected to be fencing him there. And also just a lot of people I'm sure just obviously knew who Taggy was back then. Really smart. So watch. She shows high line. Go for me again. On the next one, same change of rhythm, but this time he's ready with the sweeping 6. Basically 7, right? You go down, back up. The down is just to get a feel to come back up. This time, he even steps in and closes the distance. He was ready for this one. Let's rewatch the whole sequence. Kind of right. Show. Boom. Insane hit. Okay, this is a very well practiced hit. You have, like, he's probably practiced this, God, 100 times. So here, this is kind of interesting. Maybe he notices that he's kind of getting priority, so he just takes it and sends it. He's feeling confident, as it were. So this was nice. Watch. The commitment on the leg is so much lower. And you see by the time something can happen, he's already able to push back. And he's able to get, I would kind of say like a back flick remise is what I would call this. Alright, so if ever you feel like you're just getting stuck, change the commitment. So lots of distance variation. I feel like Taggy really feels he looks like he really feels comfortable right now. He's down, but he's very comfortable setting up. Cody's staying very far and only working the hand. Wow. This is actually, again, very beautiful. I don't necessarily, like, I'm sure he meant to hit it, but I think this was just an attempt. Open the distance. Right, he goes in. And as Mattern comes in, see, he's worried because Mattern's been doing a lot of lunge into flesh. He's just throwing it at the hand and leaving. So just tactically, very clever to just not overcommit. And you saw there was the retreat, like, super committed after that. If you're looking here, this mistake does get corrected. There's no point given, but they do correct it in just a moment. Then there, weirdly enough, Taggy's rushing a lot. He's not being ready. Right, see the retreat this time was, whoa, not quite enough. So here, I would say, yeah, kind of good timing by Cody, but at the same time, I would attribute this more to Taggy just not being ready. Then they fix the score. So, this one's great. So here's something, if you get away anything out of this video, watch here. Right, so there's a big difference between you moving your blade, right? You're reacting, Like, let's say example, I put my tip out, my opponent looks for my blade, or I'm looking for a blade because my opponent put their tip out, right? Am I reacting or am I provoking? So right here, right away, we can tell. And that enables the pot shot. So let's see. I feel like this really starts here. Watch. Feint, right? When he puts his blade up, it looks like he's searching into 4. Cody kind of searches back with him. And then, see? And then he shows it again, look. Oh. 6, boom. And then as soon as he notices this, watch. Back up, boom. The 6 comes out and we get a just kind of cut over flick into it. Fantastic hit. This is actually crazy. Right, so if you're ever stuck and you're not sure why, like reactions, whatever, put your blade out. See if they look. Like, is my opponent looking with me? Or, right, are they looking because I'm threatening them? How are they reacting? Are they following in footwork? Are they following in blade work? This is a fantastic, fantastic hit. If you take anything from this video, just there's one way to find out if you have any initiative in a certain bout. So really good read. Let's watch. Mateo's doing a lot of 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. And then what beats that? Right away, as soon as the distance is pretty good, low line right away. It's really caught off guard. And you saw like he had to trigger. That being said, dangerously close, but like really good commitment by Cody here. So Cody keeping Taggy honest. Right, a little too committed. And he actually gets the blade. But because he gets caught so surprised, he has to try to jump. And Cody gets the little... And Cody didn't have a super deep lunge. It was just very short and explosive. Which makes it very hard to catch any overcommitment. And so I wouldn't attribute this, like I just attribute this to Mateo being an absolute god. Watch how he noted, like, just Mattern goes back. He's forced being to be scared. And Taggy just tries on the way out. Just insane skill here. Right, doesn't cost him anything. Opponent's on the way back, a little... So, based on his body language, obviously it really feels like Mateo thought he should have hit that. Alright, so he's pretty careful on the entry. Blocks. Misses the counter / opposition. Goes to the back flick. Looks at the box. Like, I think at this point he's like, okay, I got this point. But Cody just kind of slides off. So this is maybe a little cocky, unfortunate, but also good awareness by Cody. It is a fun bout. I feel like this is, yeah, it's a little slow, but like there's not really any passivity that would happen. And now, whew. So look at the change of tempo. Let's watch it in real time. Kind of slow, and Cody's really been going on that right, on those hits. But this time elects for the 4. He hasn't really done much for all bound. Beautiful parry riposte. Alright, that's third period, and this is nice. Like, it's been 3 periods of fully active fencing. Not too much just waiting around. And you can see, watch the change in the footwork. Backs up, very careful on the entry. Very careful. So is this... Draws it out. This is an old video, so I think I would honestly say he missed here, but really good commitment by Cody. Well done. That's twice now at 10. Mateo's kind of missed that one. So this is nice, another example of initiative. Mateo takes the initiative. He started the action, and because of that, his tip is able to get back on target after. When he goes in, they get blocked, but he can... Right, Cody's reacting to him. He started. Your opponent is reacting to you, thus, in theory, your tip should be on target first. In a similar vein. And watch how like the tempo is really high now. Instead of rushing to finish the action, now he releases. And he gets it around here, it looks like. Initiate. Cody has to try to respond, but because... So like, look, all the light's still not on. So that means he either hits here... I don't know if we can tell anywhere. But he hits on the way out, it looks like. I don't think he hit on the fly. I don't think he hit the foot or anything here. Oh, beautiful hit. Check. And it looks like on the re-entry, we do something very similar, but this time fade disengage. Very nicely done. Let's see if there's anything with Cody's hand. 8. Oh man, just honestly, just really good. Like watch it and fade in. Like that was just an absolute masterclass in seizing an opportunity. Watch it again. Let's watch it again. Boom. Retreat. Not ready on the re-entry. Wow. Insane. Insane footwork. Man, he's... See, it's not a super deep lunge, and he's able to actually do, like, this is something Cody is very good at, because a lot of his attacks weren't super committed. It's very hard to catch him. And he's also built like a truck. The dude was strong like a bull. We miss, but then on the way out, we're able to get this. Very frustrating defense because you could feel like Mateo kind of had the parry there. So lots of moving. Attack. Very good hit. Like, very good seizing of the opportunity. Attack. Our opponent backs up. Our opponent reacts to us, right? Otherwise, he's going to get hit. And we seize the opportunity. Well done. Right. There's something, like, very big difference. Like, when you go for a toe hit or anything, right? Did my opponent react because he had to or because he wanted to, right? Big difference, right? Cody had to react there by going back because otherwise his foot was gone. Very big difference. Or, right, because he was forced to react. He didn't, like, parry 8 because he wanted to. He moved his foot back because he had to. A little rushed action there. Very good point control. It's just good, good bout awareness. So on the commitment, he's already in there, and he's got the hit. Very smart, not letting Taggy take the initiative again. Very good. But then, yeah, this one was weird to me. Like, just kind of a weird send. But it looks like it's really on the outside line. They miss, and then Taggy just brings this blade back up into him. Let's watch in full time again. You see, he goes in, but like Taggy is just a nice wide six that he brings his tip back up. Then I do believe they go to overtime. And let's watch. Beautiful hit. Let's rewatch the sequence. In. Almost hit the foot. In. 4. Or watch his hand. It's in 4. 4. Into sweeping 6. Very beautiful hit. There you have it, folks. Next up, I'll be doing a women's epee. Very likely looking at Malo. Unfortunately, I can't do the Olympic bouts just because of copyrights. But thank you for watching, guys. Happy to be back. And let me know what you like in the comments. And I hope you all have a fantastic day.